Going hard, yo. Go. 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 Go.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Going Hard Podcast. Another episode, another week. I'm Josh DeLay. This is Alan Wagner. And as usual, over here, we got our wonderful producer, the best in the whole business, Producer Pete.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, how you? Hey.
Hey, all right. How's it going?
Great.
It's been a really interesting week. I was, I don't know if you know this or not, but I was on a Disney Plus show called The Mandalorian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Season 3, I believe, would be the season you're on.
Well, we were in the middle of shooting it.
Yeah, so like season 3.
But I won't be on it anymore.
Oh, what'd you do?
I tweeted out, "God hates Jews," and now
I feel like they didn't have to look for that tweet. All they had to do was just look at any of our last few episodes on the podcast here.
It's weird that they didn't just do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems very timid.
It's kind of a round. Going to my Twitter is kind of a roundabout way of canceling me.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many other options.
Yeah.
I mean, like, sure, pick one, I guess, but whatever.
There's one where literally there's context to everything I say, and you can. Even within the context, I shouldn't be allowed on Disney Plus, and that's the podcast.
Yeah.
I also compared the Jawas to Jews.
The Jawas.
Yeah, because they're always getting their dirty mitts on it, all the shiny objects.
Yep. All right.
So I said some things that I regret, and now I don't get to be on. I'm assuming they're gonna cut my scenes. We've filmed some scenes already. Maybe they'll kill me off. We'll see what happens.
Well, let me ask. What was your role in the show?
I played a trans warrior.
Yeah.
I was like a sheriff. I was a trans.
Can you give us like a little taste of what your line would have? You had some lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look over to the Mandalorian. I'm like, "Hey, Mando, been a long time. What's with these fucking Jews, huh?"
Oh, fuck.
You know, so that was like my biggest line.
Wait.
That was like the big like comic relief of the season.
So that was like what they wrote for you. Right?
No, that was an ad lib.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second like maybe Disney Plus like wrote that for you, and then they canceled you for doing it not in the show.
No.
Because like you're maybe like revealing what the lines are. For
well,
the show
here's the
at a
deal.
time.
In that particular episode, there was a female director, and me being playing a trans woman. I think that she felt that I should have a little more power to express my beliefs.
How many anti-Semitic transgender people do you think there are?
A lot. I think most of them.
Do you think most of them?
I'm pretty sure.
All right. I'd like to see us.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the issue, right? Like, so everyone wants you to be intersectional, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're trans, it means you should also care about other races. Your experiences should constantly be intersecting, and you should always be thinking about everyone to be all inclusive. However, it's very difficult to actually be intersectional, especially when you're spending all your time fighting for your own rights. How do you have time to think about the Jews? Apparently, I do, but most people don't have the mental capacity to, ramp up a number of ideas.
So what's your favorite intersection? Roundabout or four-way?
Do you like roundabouts?
Yeah, they're all right. I don't know. They're fun. You go around and round in circles, you know?
You know how many elderly I've killed at roundabouts?
Is this one of those scenarios where you push elderly people in wheelchairs out into the middle of roundabouts?
Oddly enough, no. I actually just killed them in their cars.
Just fucking cut right in there, you know?
No. I have like a sniper rifle from a building a few blocks away.
Well, all right.
And you know how our government is, so they say it's a COVID death.
Yeah, exactly.
I get away scot-free.
Yeah, this guy had a pre-existing condition or whatever.
Yep, exactly. Well, everything did. It's like you get shot in the face at a traffic stop. Everyone's like, "Yep, must have been COVID."
So do you like find people
fucking
that have
libs?
Well, that's actually a good. That's actually like a perfect way to get away with a murder nowadays. You just find somebody who's COVID positive, and you just murder them, and then they'll just be like, Well, was it the 15 stab wounds or was it COVID? Nobody knows.
And you know that Biden, who is Fauci's puppet, will
Yep.
just say COVID death.
They're trying to pump them numbers up, all right?
Yep, they love the numbers. You know, they have that ticker on CNN.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah.
One death every 3 minutes or whatever. Is it something like that? I don't know.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't believe those numbers.
No.
You know what's hilarious? That Carano lady who got fired from Mandalorian. There's a lot of numbers she probably doesn't believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a whole thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the person I was pretending to be at the beginning of the
Oh,
podcast.
nice. Is she transgender?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
okay,
it's a
yeah,
lady character, so I figured that if I'm playing that character,
Yeah.
I must be.
Yep.
And that, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I think I read something earlier where it was like, "Yep, you got this this lady, and she wasn't your regular old princess. She was a strong lady,
Right.
and this and that. And of course, Disney Plus had to cancel her or something like
Yeah,
that.
because as we all know, Disney doesn't love a strong female character at
Yeah,
this point.
exactly. Yeah, right.
Literally every movie has
doesn't-
like a dozen of them.
Yeah, right.
No, don't you think it's kind of funny that the same people who don't agree with the COVID numbers also probably dispute like the Holocaust numbers?
Do you think they're the same people?
I think so.
I mean, it makes perfect sense to me, I guess. But
I think that there's probably like if you had the circle graph. What do you call that again?
shit, what is that called?
Venn diagram.
Venn diagram. Yep.
If you had the Venn diagram, the middle would be very fat.
Yeah.
Be a very it would basically be
one circle.
It'd be an overlapping two circles just overlapping one another.
Yep.
Hey, but people have different beliefs.
Yeah.
What about all these guys who are putting all their money into virtual currency, into cryptocurrency? What do you think of that?
I heard that have you heard of do you know that meme is it Doggy or
Doge?
Doge? Is that what it's?
I believe it's Doge.
I just see it.
I'm pretty sure Doge.
I just see it
Doge,
written out.
whatever.
I've never
Who
heard it
cares?
pronounced before. Anyways,
Yeah, there's no reason to give it any time.
So there's like a Dogecoin.
Yes.
You've seen that?
Yeah, that is an altcoin.
Yeah, and it's like actually like doing pretty. I think it's like high. It's worth more than like several like major currencies around the world, and it started as like a meme.
Yeah, it's completely absurd.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
I literally have 75 shares of that.
Do you actually?
Producer Pete is a shrewd bastard.
Oh, yeah, he's a stock market tycoon.
It was only 6 cents.
Oh, okay. How much is it worth now?
7.
There you go.
You know who made the most amount of money during Trump's presidency?
Who? Yeah, producer Pete.
Producer Pete.
Yep.
He got in. He bought in a mega hats in 2015.
Yep.
Bought in at like a cent a share.
Knew that they were gonna skyrocket.
They
He
skyrocketed.
saw that red hat and he's like, "This is something." This guy's on to something here.
You know what my favorite altcoin is?
What's that?
Steve Bannon bucks.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. I've invested most of my net worth into Steve Bannon bucks. It's doing really well.
I would imagine so.
You should have seen it the day of the insurrection. It fucking spiked,
Oh,
dude. It
fuck.
was wild. We're in a bit of a dip right now, but I assume that
Yeah, I mean, like most very secure investment options.
Yeah.
Steve Bannon coin is bound to make a bounce
well,
upward. So
they're Bannon bucks, but okay.
yeah, whatever.
It's a good altcoin. Alt-right coin.
That's incredible. I never knew about that, and I wish I had known about it earlier because I want some stock.
I mean, you could buy Bannon bucks, but now it's just not as cheap. Like if you got into it early on, like you had to get into it like right when Trump
was he the one that made it? Was Steve Bannon the one that was like, I'm gonna make my own currency?
Well, here's the question, right? So Doge isn't a real thing. Did Doge make Dogecoin?
Oh, come on now. Oh,
I mean-
no, I get you, but
Maybe Bannon did, but I don't think of Bannon as like a like a Bitcoin miner.
that
type.
raises the question though, like who did make that coin? Like who was out there that was just like, I love Steve Bannon so fucking much. You know?
A lot of my friends, me.
I suppose, yeah, my dad maybe. I don't know. Fuck.
Our parents.
Yeah, like
A lot of folks back home.
when he was like, if it was me, I'd take those guys and I'd chop their heads off and put them out on stakes in front of the fucking West
Heyo.
Wing of the fucking White House or
Yes.
whatever. Who was that? He said said like Fauci and
Fauci's head is on a spike.
No. Steve Bannon was saying something like it was like
Bannon said this.
He was like that's like what was one of the concontroversial things he was talking about was like Fauci and like
one of the few controversial things that Bannon.
Yeah. One of the only like the only tarnishes on his impeccable career so far. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. He's saying some crazy shit.
Well, it's not. Well, here's the deal. It's not too late to get into the Steve Bannon bucks if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, or fortunately for me, there are some kind of back channel Reddit.
Just pieces of information.
Yeah, you know how how the guys
learn about the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like you got to kind of be into a niche group that. I've over the course of the years, I've kind of ingratiated myself into. So they're very accepting of a fellow like me. Yep. But I mean, let's be honest, you're kind of the face of, Aryanism or whatever.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well,
you could have taken that a couple different directions.
Yes. Well, what did you think I was going to
taking the obvious one?
Did you say I was going to? Well, I mean, which way would you have gone?
I don't know, like one of the other several ways.
You're the face of beauty. How about that?
Thank you.
All right, that was gay.
Yeah. In all actuality, I used to be like fucking like bleach blonde.
Yeah.
And like it would have easily fit the demographic.
But
I'm starting to get some I got some like red facial hair coming in.
Do you have like some Scottish or some Irish going on?
Yeah. I think I'm like 10%. I think it's 10% Scottish.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
so
nice.
a little Tish in there,
Yeah, man, that's the thing. We're both a little. I'm a little Irish. Well, a good amount Irish, and you're a little bit Scottish. We're just like some real filthy.
Yeah,
real filthy half breeds.
Yeah,
it's really not
the mud bloods.
We don't have good genetics. You know
that?
We have nothing good.
I mean, the 75% of me that's German is obviously the greatest part of me, but
I don't find those jokes funny.
Okay. The guy who earlier
Hitler killed 100,000 Jews.
The guy earlier who got kicked off of Disney Plus for talking about hating Jews.
Oh, for what? For saying that Hitler killed 50,000 Jews and that was it?
Yeah. Listen, it wasn't 60 million. It was 50,000.
Yes, whatever. They're just numbers. Numbers. You can make numbers do anything. Fauci's been doing it. I'm wearing a mask out in public because of this fucking guy.
Yeah, Fauci's.
He wouldn't even be on the podcast, by the way.
Fauci's in his office right now, just clicking just clicking one of those number counters, just sitting there. And he's not even looking at data or anything.
Yeah.
He's just clicking it, in his office by himself. It's hooked up to a computer.
And
he just clicks it over and
over.
I
think he has
again.
an abacus. Only the balls are just like elderly people's heads. Swinging back and forth.
what are those things like where they shrink the heads, like shrunken head things?
Oh yeah.
He just like takes
like
the
COVID
elderly COVID victims and just fucking shrinks their heads and put them on an abacus.
Yes, just a large abacus. Fauci's fucked, I guess.
Oh my god.
If he's doing that, how can we trust this guy?
Yeah, are we gonna have him on the podcast today?
No.
He's not returning our.
You know what's ridiculous about this Fauci guy? So first of all, I don't know if this might be your first episode listening. I don't know. I'll fill you in. We had Dr. Anthony Fauci, #1 podcast guest in America. We had him literally in communication. We had it lined up. He was supposed to be on. He texts me, says his wife is being, a yappy.
I think he said a jibber jabber.
A jibber jabber.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so you can't come on? He's like, yeah, I can't. I'm busy. But I'll be on any other time. How many podcasts was that ago? 4?
Yeah, like 3 or 4.
I've hit him up since. He's like, yeah, it's just no good, he says. It's no good?
Yeah,
How about this? How about I slander you live on the podcast? Is that good?
Oh, fuck. All right, so
Is that what you want?
We're anti-Fauci now.
We certainly are.
All right, I'm on board.
I've had enough. I can't take any more of this.
Get him out. Get him out of the. Get him out of office.
Vote him out.
Vote him out, guys.
Vote him out. Does Fauci get voted? How does he get that's the thing?
That's like no, he's like I think he's appointed. Just like like the I don't know how any of the fucking that shit works. It's just like I'm assuming this is how like Trump got that DeJoy guy into like the grand postmaster position.
Grand master. I think you mean the grand wizard.
Yeah. The grand wizard of the post office.
Because Trump's a Nazi.
The grand wizard of the post. Wouldn't that be something? Anyways. I think that's how it works. I think they just basically say like, "Hey, this is your position."
We've changed the entire of our postal workers. I think you'll like the hoods.
Can you imagine just hanging out in your living room and like you got like the big I forget what they call it, just big picture window on the front of your house. You're sitting there like reading a book on your couch, and all of a sudden your local postman walks by in a KKK outfit and just walks up and just shoves some mail in your fucking door and then just walks away.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And you look down your calendar, it's not Halloween. You're like, well, this seems...
because it'd be okay on the 31st.
I think it's not Halloween, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Just a funny costume.
Yeah, kind of.
Just a funny costume.
I mean, I would I would laugh just because of the ridiculousness of the scenario, but...
Yeah, I don't know, man. If I'm living in a city and I still... Oh, God. Just a guy...
Oh, no.
Well, I don't know what I would do. I'd be like, it seems off.
Yeah.
Like, look, let's be honest. Every year, there's like a news story, and it makes actual news that like, hey, some guy in a small town dressed up as a Klansman. It's like, well, that guy probably actually is a Klansman.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it's like this wasn't like.
Why are you surprised?
He was just going about his business.
Yeah, why are you surprised? It's like, and everyone at the bar is like, we thought it was funny. It's like, of course you did. You probably thought it was kind of liberating in ways.
He forgot to like go home and change. His like was in a rush, you know. It's like I'm gonna stop off for a quick
just
beer.
Smells like a bonfire.
He's like, oh shoot, I forgot to take this off. You know.
Yeah. He's like, that's okay. Everyone understands.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like one person, like there's like a picture on Facebook. It's like, well, see what they're doing in that racist town. This is absurd. We can't allow people in racist towns to be racist.
Yeah. That kind of like I feel. Do you think that in like a decade, like wearing like a MAGA hat or like any sort of Trump propaganda at all is gonna be like kind of the same thing as wearing like a hood or something?
No.
Like I mean, like not
No.
not to the same extent, but do you think like people are gonna frown upon it? Because like that'll be like he'll be dead by that point. He's old and fat and like overweight and shit and like fucking.
Dude, COVID didn't take him down.
I mean, yeah, he's the strongest.
It almost did.
He's the strongest president we've ever had.
I
He's got
mean,
the biggest muscles.
He was incredibly strong, a great athlete.
Yeah. Did you say it almost did?
Yeah, it came out today.
Really?
Yeah, I heard
Really,
that.
there was actually some news about it.
Yeah, I
Some
heard
crazy
that.
stuff.
Well, the title of the article was like, COVID actually hit Trump much harder than you think, and it's like, yeah, but he's alive and it's over. So you're reporting this literally 3 months too late.
Well, you saw him like fucking like gasping for breath and shit like on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Oh, do you want to get Carly on the podcast?
Oh yeah,
it's literally plugged in right now. This
talk,
would be great.
Let's talk to your wife.
Hello. Oh, do I need to turn this on? Hello, wife. You're
Maybe.
on the podcast.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Hi,
yeah,
welcome.
nice. All right.
First time on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Alan's wife.
Yeah, she exists, everybody.
Alan's not gay.
I got distracted and I'm in a stoplight in the middle of the intersection.
Oh Lord. Should we just like almost like cause her
Your
to like
wife
die?
dies on the podcast.
Oh Lord.
It'd be a great clip, but
Yeah.
it'd be very sad.
Like, yeah, I guess we got to cut for a second. I don't know.
Alan's like, Alan quits the podcast. Way to go, Carly. Way to die and ruin the podcast.
Well, I totally forgot that's what you're doing tonight. I called to ask if you wanted tacos.
Oh well, I mean,
Yeah.
Looks like it's gonna be a tacos.
We're actually about to eat a giant hoagie.
yeah, that's something we haven't brought. Like, we literally have this plate of hoagies sitting in front of us.
If you want to
and
come over and eat some hoagie, there's definitely some hoagie for you.
yeah, turn around and come over to Josh's for a little bit.
Oh boy!
You know, I mean, you certainly don't have to. Just a.
I do like hoagie.
Yeah, there's definitely enough hoagie.
I mean, it's
for
a
you.
giant hoagie.
I'm already past the turn.
You can.
No, that's okay.
There's like every part of me wants to go home and grab a towel and come over and take a bath.
I mean,
Yeah, do it.
you're also welcome to do that. I'll even take the cameras out of the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay,
Or
well,
I won't,
I'm going to
whatever.
go home for sure first. I actually might have to run to Target to get my drugs.
Okay, that
All
sounds
right,
that
yeah.
sounds great. Get
All
some
right,
drugs
this-
for us too, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ask him for the good stuff. Yeah. Tell refill your prescription of fucking Xanax so I can take all of them or whatever.
That would be very good.
Do you want me to pick up your penis pills while I'm there?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean,
your
I'm
dick
out,
doesn't
so-
work, you piece of shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you hear that podcast? That's proof that his dick doesn't work. I've been telling them
Shit.
I've been telling them for episodes, Buck, that his dick doesn't work, and now they know for sure.
Hey, I have sex with my wife sometimes, all right?
I know, but it should be more.
It's
than
actually to make his dick smaller because it just doesn't fit.
Hey, see, this is why I married
that. All
this
right,
lady.
get
All
off
right.
get off the fucking
All
phone.
right.
Okay, bye.
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 Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Your wife was so much better on the podcast than my fucking shitty girlfriend was. My girlfriend's just like, Josh, you didn't take the dog out. That's my
Yeah.
impression of her.
That was good.
Should we pull the curtain back for the podcast audience here?
Yeah, why not?
So episode 5, the most recent one that all of you watched because you guys love our
6.
podcast. No, 6 isn't out yet. 5 is the last one, right?
6 is out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
I think you're wrong.
No, 6 is out for sure. 7 is the upcoming one.
Okay, so
this will
6
be
is the one with Ethan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so the episode with Ethan, there was a bit of a segment on there with my girlfriend where I did offer her up to Ethan and Alan. And because my girlfriend is not doesn't like jokes and fun and merriment, she made me cut it off
Or
from the podcast.
or polyamory, apparently.
And more importantly, she doesn't respect the lifestyle that I would prefer to live, which is one of a demisexual. So because of that, you guys missed out on that. I guess maybe because I'm a cuck. Am I a cuck?
Kind of.
God
I mean,
damn
you
it.
let me. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny we cut out of the podcast, but everyone knows you banged her.
Yeah. So I mean,
And
like,
I-
what's
and I watched.
where's
and
the
I enjoyed it.
like where is the mystery? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to cut this now, huh?
Yeah,
We
probably.
kind of painted that picture.
anyways.
We kind of painted that picture that we had glossed over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Want to have me a rock?
100% I do.
I want a rock.
Rock. Anyways, we should Carly brought up the hoagies. We haven't even mentioned these hoagies sitting
So
here.
if you are a visual listener, we have a plate of hoagies. Look at that fucking delicious shit. So we're gonna eat the hoagie because we haven't eaten.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this big boy.
Oh, you're taking the big guy. You're a big, strong
Yeah.
man. Hold on here.
There you go, Pete. Yeah.
So you guys might not know this about me, but I used to work at a bar called Club Jaeger, and we'd meet up, on April 20th, and we would I'd make hoagies for all the like-minded people who
You guys would meet up on 420 and make hoagies for the all of the patrons of the Nazi bar.
yeah, for all the like-minded folks who met up at
Oh, okay.
Club
Sorry,
Jaeger.
I misspoke.
Dude, it's gonna be so hard for you to eat with that mic there.
Yeah. No, I'll figure it out. This is all right. Yep.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Eating a really meaty pussy.
You've had one that tasted like this?
No, it tastes much worse. But you ever had
Where you have to kind of dig through the flaps of meat to
yeah, like a real meaty one.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And there's green things squirting out the sides of it.
A lot of juice.
Yeah. No, this is delicious though.
How's your hoagie?
Pretty good, pretty special. Hang on here, I gotta.
Producer Pete used to work at Jimmy John's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how does it match up to Jimmy John standards?
It's pretty good.
Oh,
All right.
these are some good hoagies, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in an episode of Scooby Doo.
Yeah, fuck.
This is a thing that people don't do anymore, like Jimmy John's and Herbert and Gerbert and Jersey Mike's. They kind of peddle in these quote unquote gourmet sandwiches.
Yeah.
There should be a spot where you just get a fucking hoagie, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
It's
never no, and this is a real hoagie too. You know what
this
I mean?
is it's a big thick piece of bread with just thick.
Literally everything on top of it.
Yeah, dude, just nice cheddar cheese,
You got
mayo, mustard.
You got pepper jack on there too.
Mm-hmm.
There's some pickles. I think that's
How good?
What is that? Some bell pepper on there too.
Red bell pepper, dude.
Red bell pepper.
Well,
Yeah, it's fucking delicious. Avocado sauce.
yeah,
Is
dude.
that mayo?
Nice spread, you know.
Yeah, you really outdid yourself this time, Josh.
Did you ever hear about the how they made a candle that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina?
Oh yeah, that's real, isn't it? I actually I thought people were joking about it because I know she does make a lot of like hyper feminine sort of things, and people give her a lot of shit for it.
Yep.
But is that real? Like the actual vagina smelling candle?
I don't know. Can you look it up, Mr. Pete?
It is real.
How much are they?
Yeah, I'll look it up one sec.
Yeah, what was that?
She had a thing called the Goop thing on Netflix. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
That's a good fucking hoagie, dude.
Do you think it actually smells like vagina, or do you think it's like a metaphor?
Like it's just like a fish oil candle or something?
Yeah. just burning straight fish oil.
That's the thing. Like, you make like a fish oil base with just like a little sprinkle of cumin, and then you just have a vagina smell, you know?
Just fishy and slightly taco-y.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of taco.
Just a little pinch.
Mm-hmm.
God, I wonder, did you find how much they cost, or is it hard to find?
No, I have it. It's $75. But something better.
$75
Yeah.
Not
but
surprising.
slow down. Apparently, one of them exploded in this woman's house. She said she's never seen anything like it.
I bet you hasn't.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like a vagina scent candle explode in my house.
I swear to God, I've never seen anything like this. Wow, what a fucking understatement, you dumb bitch.
What a special time that must have been for her and Gwen, you know?
Yeah, it's like Gwyneth Paltrow just fucking squirted all over her house.
Do you think she based it off of her do you think she was sitting there just taking a little doing the finger test?
Oh my God.
And then just taking a quick little sniff, and it's all right, I need to add a little bit of this to this sauce, and then
I mean, I don't think that she made it herself, you know?
I mean, yeah, you're probably right, but who did that?
She's an actress.
I mean, when's the last time we've seen her in a movie? I haven't seen her in shit. I feel like people kind of
Who's Gwyneth Paltrow? What she?
I'm trying to think of because she's I obviously know her face and I know who she is, but
was she in Shallow Hal?
Yeah, that was Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah.
I think that's the only movie I've seen Gwyneth Paltrow in.
Because she's super famous.
I like Jack Black.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie.
Anyway, here's what I'm saying. So, whoever she hired to make that candle, it's probably really rich.
Oh, you think it's one person, or do you think it's
whatever, or
a
the company,
a manufacturer?
Yeah,
company?
Whoever did that must be really rich. But you know who I think?
Do you think it's the same people who made those shit? What are those called? Birdie Bots, fucking jelly beans.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It could be.
Those guys can make any fucking taste.
Yeah, they know how to make taste.
You know what I mean? They can reproduce any flavor. And it's kind of waxy.
Yeah.
So I'm just I'm just thinking, with those types of smarts and that type of material just laying around.
Yeah, she might have consulted them.
Just talk to Birdie Bots a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that's Jelly Belly makes those.
Oh fuck!
I'm pretty sure.
But in the actual book, it's Birdie Bots.
Yeah. You know that the Wizarding World isn't real, right?
What are you talking about?
Remember there were those kids growing up that were you were in first and second grade, and you would write a letter to Santa and be and I hope this year I get to go to Hogwarts.
Right.
And we all threw rocks at them and called them retarded.
The good old days.
Anyway, I had so here's what I was getting to with this candle thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the people or the dude or the person who helped Gwyneth Paltrow make that candle, that dude's probably pretty rich. That person's probably pretty rich, right?
Yeah, like I feel like even if it is just like a gag gift, I feel like a lot of people heard about that shit. They bought it for sure.
You know who's going to be richer though?
Who?
The guy who makes a vagina smell like a candle.
Fuck.
It's way more.
You just blew my fucking
way
mind.
more functional, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
but then they'll have to make. They'll have to start calling all candles vagina scented candles.
Will they?
You know, because vaginas will smell like candles, and therefore every candle will have to be called.
That also leads to the question, because I was thinking like it doesn't have to be like a scented candle. Like if you could just get like that neutral wax smell.
Oh yeah. Like, well, yeah. I mean, like it's hot wax, I guess. I don't know. Like
for some, I guess they would say that's an anti-gag gift.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That was.
And this is coming from the fucking king of gagging over here. I'm gonna make an indie band.
Okay.
Called Neutral Wax Pussy Smell. We're gonna have one album and everyone's gonna think we're the best.
It's gonna be the most renowned album ever. Yep.
Are you done with your hoagie?
No, I just like it's hard to eat in front of this microphone.
Dude, you have like such an obstruction.
I know. I have to like turn away and like take a bite, and then
I didn't realize how fucking hilarious it was gonna be to watch you try to eat that.
Yeah, imagine how everybody watching this episode is gonna feel.
All 5 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh.
There's sirens outside. You want to know why? Because we live in Minneapolis, and this is the world that fucking Joe Biden created. You know what I think we should do tonight?
What's that?
So we go to the Capitol. And we call for Ilhan Omar's head.
This sounds like a fun Friday night.
Do you ever wonder if like some of the things we say on here, like we could actually get in trouble for them?
I'm actually very curious about that. Like last episode, we literally like I know this was very minor compared to some of the other shit, but we're slandering our rival podcast that going.
We did not slander them.
I'm going to right now.
They're yeah,
bunch
please.
Of pieces of fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Go Hard for Christ podcast. How about this? I send a challenge out to you right now. You come on our podcast and you convince us that God is good, or we come on your podcast and kick your fucking ass.
But what I was saying
that's
is,
the offer. Take it or leave it.
But like, say for instance, like both of our podcasts get big at some point, right? Like, Going Hard podcast makes it. Going Hard for Christ podcast makes it.
Wouldn't that be something?
And they are able to go back into our archives and find this episode and just be like, that's clear cut defamation right there. And then they fucking get their team out, and all of a sudden we're fucking being sued for like $15 million or whatever. Like,
I didn't defame them though. I threatened them.
How do we defame them? Like, what do I have to say to like?
Well, last podcast.
I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right.
Look,
you know.
Well, basically, okay. So think about what we've done in the past with like Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, that was defamation. Totally.
Yeah, that was like very serious defamation. This might be the grossest.
This thing.
It's so fucking gross.
This thing isn't.
You just caught. Oh, so nasty.
Yeah. Like that's what the beauty of these things are. Is it's not just for like stopping like spit and like weird noises coming into the microphone. It also catches food pretty well. Mm-hmm. You know. I wanted that. I didn't want to waste that food. I wanted it in my mouth, and here it was, right there on the fucking thinger.
So here's defamation, right?
Okay, go ahead.
I'll find someone fun to defamate.
All right.
To defame. Joe Biden,
oh fuck,
President of the United States, called me up last Thursday and confessed to 15 rapes. Now that's defamation, all right? Because now his character has been defamed.
Okay, I see the example.
And so there's two types of defamation.
Okay.
There is slander, which is through speech.
Yeah.
So we slander a lot of people. And then there's libel, which is written word.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we've slandered a lot of people. Now, I don't think we so much slandered the Go Hard for Christ podcast, though. I think what we more so did is suggested that they probably like take offerings from people who are looking for salvation.
Well, I did hear that. I did hear that on one of their episodes. They brought on like several very, very young children, and
why does it always?
There was
why
a
does it always
priest.
go?
It has to because it's the Christian religion. So there was a priest present. They were all his usher boys.
God damn it!
And they were just openly talking about all the diddling and all the other things.
Yep. Okay. So this
was that defamation?
So this is interesting. So you're saying you heard this on an episode of their podcast?
Yeah.
So this would be the easiest way for us to lose a defamation lawsuit in court. When you say you heard a thing that could easily be listened to by everybody else and proven incorrect.
Fuck.
Like, this is actually the worst way to defame someone. See, what I did with Biden, I was in a personal phone call with Joe Biden. He confessed to 15 rapes. But no one else heard that, you know? Whereas you're saying, I listened to a public podcast. They diddled kids, spoke openly about it. The kids were on the podcast confirming it.
So you're telling me...
But that's so easily proven incorrect.
Are you telling me I fucked up?
Yeah, I think that was a really bad use of slander. It's going to be very hard not to be sued and not to lose badly in court. But anyway, I'm sure they do that.
Yeah, it's a Christian podcast. It has to happen.
Exactly. You guys know how Christians
It has
are.
to fucking happen there.
Not like us.
Well, it's a Catholic podcast. Maybe it's Catholic. I don't know what the fuck it is. We what do we have for time here, Pete?
You got about 36 something.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the Going Hard podcast. Our sponsor for today's show, one of them anyway, is Josh's Hoagies. Looking for a sandwich that's not a bullshit gourmet sandwich? You're looking for a classic, meaty, vegetable-y, bready, thick sandwich,
just
hoagie.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
You want
meaty.
You want a sandwich that smells like a movie star's vagina? It's Josh's Hoagies. They smell as good as they taste.
Well, who likes jizzing? I sure do. Josh, do you like jizzing?
Well, I prefer to call it coming, but yeah.
All right, coming, jizzing, whatever your word might be.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have some place for it to go. You can't just be spreading your seed all over the ground. All right. Mm-hmm. That's what it says in the Bible, and I'm standing by that. The only way to properly and Christianly, if that's a word, spill your ejaculate is with good old Brawny. All right, this one's already been used by me earlier.
Oh,
and as you can see, it's not dripping. There's nothing coming out of it.
I hope that was actually like a hoagie napkin.
Well, Brawny got in touch with me and told me to talk about their product a little bit. So.
Okay. Oh no, sorry. This one's yours. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interjected.
I'm just saying, I like Brawny specifically for jizzing in because of its size. Like
yes.
It's bigger than a tissue, and so I can fit my big loads into it.
Yeah. And also, there's a big, strong man on the package you can whack off to.
Well, yeah. That's the added perk to it.
Mm-hmm.
Brawny. It's for men.
And now time for the second half of the podcast. It's the Going Hard podcast. Producer Pete, Alan, and John. You know, I feel like welcome back to the podcast, everybody. You can just leave that there. I feel like our ad reads are getting less and less believable. I mean,
it's got to be believable because how else are we able to keep the lights on in this place?
Yeah, well, of course, as you can see, there are
Brawny.
There are lights. Yes. You know, the CEO of Brawny, well, not the CEO, but the head of public relations for Brawny did send us an email and said, "Hey, you want to mention how you fucking masturbate into our paper towels?"
That's like a huge use for their products, though.
Of course,
that is.
They know that. They know that.
It's never advertised for them. Like,
no,
you don't see.
Like, you don't see it on TV for some reason.
Yeah, like Kleenex had those commercials where, like, you know, it had like the cartoon dude with like the like red nose, and he was sniffling a lot, and then he got like a Kleenex with like the lotion inside, the like lotiony Kleenex or whatever, and he like rubbed it on his nose, and he was all better and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, you see those all over the place, but you don't see like you know, little Timmy going up to his room with the fucking, like, you know, rock hard fucking.
Why does it have to be little Timmy? Why does it have to be little Timmy?
Why does it have to be a grown adult?
Why can't it be like,
we're all out here jizzing?
Freshman in college Jimmy.
Yeah, well, we're all out here jizzing. It doesn't. I'm just saying it goes.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying most of the time I don't use Kleenex anymore. I just bust loads right in my wife.
Do you think good on you? But do you think there's ever gonna be a point where there's like a lotion shortage and people are gonna be like squeegeeing out lotion from those Kleenex to masturbate with?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. You're very agreeable.
Yeah.
The second half of the podcast, you're much more agreeable than the first half, I've noticed.
Well, while the audience is while we're away from the audience, I get a few more brewskis in me.
Yeah, and you start feeling a little
loosen
better.
Up.
I wonder if there is. First of all, I don't know if anyone's really noticing things.
Yeah.
But if someone is noticing, I wonder if there is they're like, you can now tell that things have changed in the break because, you know, sometimes there's just a few beers flowing, cigarettes. Everyone's a little more relaxed. We come back into the second half of the podcast, we're a little louder. We're like, yeah, boys, we get rowdy, you know.
Episode 6, when you got back from the break, you would have seen 16 plus cans plus empty shooters.
I mean
empty container of Martha's cookies.
Yes.
Pickle juice.
Sweet Martha's shit cookies.
It was a fucking mess.
Well, that was a mess almost before the podcast. Yeah. That's like where I listened back to that one and I was like, like just cringing at every word I said, every tone that I said it in. I was like, ugh. That's just the booze. And I remember doing the podcast and being like, I'm not even drunk. And then you go back and watch it, you're like, dude, I was already hammered before we started.
That's the best part about this.
It was fun though, right? At the time,
it was great. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the best part about this podcast is we can listen back to these like whenever we want to,
of course,
and it just kind of reaffirms like how
excellent it is all the time.
Well, I was more so going like how like easy it would be to convince myself to kill myself.
Oh,
yeah.
You actually might need the Go Hard for Christ podcast.
Oh, fuck.
You actually might need it. Like I know we've really kind of shit on it and we compete with it, but I think you might actually need to listen to it.
Well, that's why I slander them because I actually need them. It's a cry for
You're
help.
projecting.
It's a cry for help. Yeah.
You're projecting.
Yep.
Well, I'm no psychologist, but I think you should probably do it.
Go hard for Christ?
No, you should kill yourself.
Okay.
And I'm no psychologist.
All right, thank you for your medical profession.
All right. Well, should we get into the listener emails? Oh,
yeah, of course.
We have an open for the listener emails.
You went ahead and you created this, and it's beautiful.
We made it, and it might be different next week, but for this week, let's get into the listener emails.
Listener, mail. Listener, mail.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, it's very ominous.
Yeah. It's really setting the scene for what's about to happen, I'm sure.
Well, I'll spoiler alert.
Yep.
Jared from Michigan Not on the docket.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
How about that for a mix-up?
Did Pete finally like get him off or something?
In what way? Like get him off the emails or like satisfy him so he'll stop?
I mean, I'm gonna leave that open for interpretation. I think that'll be a fun little thought experiment for the crowd.
I couldn't agree more. Can I have a rock
Yeah,
before
absolutely.
we get into these?
Yep, definitely.
I want to rock. We're gonna do we're gonna have a voice thing for every time. I think we should just drink Rolling Rocks.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they haven't sponsored us yet, but maybe someday.
Yeah.
And every time we'll do a thing where we say I want to rock.
And then Pete will scream from the background, rock.
Yes. But
No.
but he'll be screaming from the pain that Jared from Michigan is inflicting upon him.
Yeah. Are we gonna get into this?
Yes, I needed to crack a. I'm not gonna go
okay.
into the listener email
Okay.
segment without a full beer. That's preposterous.
No, I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
First one. Dear Going Hard Podcast, I would just like to say that when you had a black man on your last podcast, it really changed my opinion of you guys. I was certain that you were alt-right based on the way that Josh seems to agree with most of our former president Donald Trump's policies, and also based on the fact that he is white and seems to be proud of it. However, upon seeing young Ethan Peterson, a hilarious half-black comedian, on your podcast, I realized you guys are very racially sensitive, and I was entirely wrong about you. I love your podcast so much. Keep up the good work, and if your next guest is white, I'll stop watching and listening.
Fuck.
All right. And that is Joe from Los Feliz.
It's a heavy docket. He just kind of put it on us.
Well, yeah, I mean, what I like about some of these though, like that's obviously like it's not like a positive email, but it's like it's a constructive email.
It's probably the most constructive email we've had on this show.
Yeah, like the show's too white.
Stop it.
Yeah, we need to.
That's good.
Yeah, well, you think it's good? That's
no. I'm just saying like it's good that we're getting feedback like this.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, so like when we do a blackface episode, people will know why. Because Joe from Los Feliz said that we should stop whiting it so much.
Okay. So that would be like so is putting on blackface for a podcast, is that blackwashing?
I mean, it's just something you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
I don't know what blackwashing is.
Like I just I don't know. I'm not gonna get into
Okay, so you're saying like whitewashing a fence.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's kind of where my brain was going, but then I realized it didn't make any sense. So
Well, don't they say that like whitewashing history is like whitewashing history? Like, an example of whitewashing history is like what the Go Hard for Christ podcast does when they claim that Jesus was white.
Yeah.
That's kind of whitewashing history, I believe.
Well, yeah, no, exactly, precisely.
So, in order for us to blackwash this podcast, we'd have to go back and edit our faces black in all the episodes.
Or just like hire like black actors to come in
to
and
CGI them in.
Yeah, and then voice like over like just we would dub our voices over their voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
wouldn't like contextually it wouldn't make much sense, but
no,
I mean,
I don't think so. But
yeah.
I mean, I like to think of myself as an everyman, black, white, or otherwise.
I feel like that's what most people see as.
Like I saw an Indian guy outside of I was pumping gas the other day, and my hands were cold. I was like, God damn it, my hands are so fucking cold. I wish I was down in Mexico with all those goddamn Mexicans. And the Indian guy's like, oh, the wall will protect us. And I was like, okay.
Jesus, the Indian guy said that?
Yeah, and I was like, I support the wall. He's like, I like the wall. And then, so that's when I realized I'm an everyman, Because I agreed with this Indian guy. I would have thought, you would have, 9 times out of 10, an Indian guy have a conversation is going to be real awkward. We have nothing in common. But we both want a wall to be built between Mexico and America.
I think after hearing that story, I know I have a little bit of insight into that. I don't think you're really an everyman.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like after that story,
But why? That makes me more of an Indian everyman.
All right.
Well, should we get to the next?
Yeah. Let's
email?
yeah. That one kind of strayed off a little bit.
Well, it did, but you challenged my intersectionality.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Dear producer Pete, I am a new listener to the podcast. I've never heard any of the other podcasts before until episode 6, but I must say that the other guys, and by the other guys I mean the 2 white ones and the 1 half black one, weren't very funny. It was okay though, because every time you chimed in, I chortled. And I chortled loudly into my empty 1-room apartment that I'm currently renting on the south side of Minneapolis. Anyway, I plan to listen to all the podcasts as long as you are the producer. I've heard some rumblings that they might try to unseat you, and if that happens, I will surely not listen to the podcast anymore. I am a first-time listener and a first-time writer of emails. Jeffy from Wisconsin. Okay. That's
I mean,
pretty fucking cool name.
yeah.
it seems
I'm a little suspicious about this.
it seems like he has a new fan immediately, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It
Jared from
went-
Michigan's got it now. Jeffy from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was very much immediate after.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that he's living in a empty one, like he made it very clear to like talk about how he's in a empty one bed.
Yeah, why would he say if he's from Wisconsin?
Yeah, exactly. But he's like just living in an empty bedroom apartment in South Minneapolis.
we're kind of from North Dakota, but we live it, so I guess.
Is that what you say? Like,
Do I say I'm from North? No, I never. Even when I lived in North Dakota, I didn't say that.
it's a
You
little fishy.
think I'm retarded or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's okay.
wait, did you say retarded?
All right. Well, I for one embrace Jeffy as our new listener.
Well, hey, anytime we get new, honestly, and guys, if you are a new listener or even a listener who has listened to half or less than half or close to half, there are multiple ways that you can also have your words right on the show.
Yep.
The first of which would be our email, and that is goinghardpodcast@gmail.com. You can just send us a letter just like this, and we'll just read it. We have a Twitter, and that's @goinghardpod, @goinghardpod on Twitter. Same thing. You can DM us. You can even just message us. We'll just read it. No big deal. Facebook, it's just Going Hard Podcast. It's a Facebook page. Instagram, @goinghardpodcast. Same thing. DM us, or however else you do it. Instagram is weird. I'm not hot, so I'm not good at Instagram.
Yeah.
It's really for attractive, successful people.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not either.
No.
But
like you're pretty hot.
oh, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
We've really complimented each other. Remember when I said that you were the face of beauty earlier?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's me repaying you for that compliment earlier.
Well,
I remembered it.
I'm glad you believe in reparations, because I feel like when we go back and we edit blackface on ourselves, that's kind of reparations in a sense. Don't you think?
Yeah. So
Should-
is it? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you got it.
Was that it for emails?
Well, we only do 2.
Okay.
I like to have a formula,
Should we call Greg Kelly?
I mean, I would be upset if we didn't call Greg Kelly. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
All right.
So
you introduce the audience to who Greg Kelly is, give an overview, and I'm going to
look that on up. Yep. All right. So we have a I don't know if you guys have heard of Sling before. It's basically like a streaming.
Not a sponsor, by the way. Fuck Sling.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a streaming service, but it's also like basic cable essentially. So it just has like sports and news and cartoons and whatever else a normal cable programming situation sort of has. But one of the beautiful things that it has on it is the new and upcoming Fox replacement, Newsmax. And for those of you who aren't aware of Newsmax yet, you're not really listening to the real news. if you want balanced and fair news, unlike Fox News, you gotta get on pace with Newsmax.
Yeah, those of you who listen to CNN and MSNBC,
it's not fair and balanced.
You don't actually understand anything.
Yeah. But yeah, so one of the hosts on there is named Greg Kelly, and we decided to hop on there and check that out, and he was doing some cool stuff, and there was some commercials about tactical glasses and shit. And
are
excuse
you
me,
drunk?
God
damn it.
Yep.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad because Greg Kelly seems to be
no form of connection.
I love him so goddamn much. I just want to talk to him.
Listen, if we need...
you know what? Actually, I know what to do. Keep talking.
Okay. Sorry. But yeah, so we just decided to hop on and just kind of see what was going on in the old Newsmax because we have it on our old cable streaming service, and he was talking about all sorts of really cool things. He showed us a video of Joe Biden admitting that he oh, all right.
Sorry. So we're going to submit an advertising pitch to Newsmax.
Oh, okay.
Specifically
okay.
during the
good.
Greg Kelly
Yeah.
show.
All right.
I have really good ideas for this. What are these guys, fucking socialists? You're not working on a Friday night?
Yeah. Why is there no machine? Like normally there's like a machine where you press like one.
Socialism is a machine.
It's like his personal.
That was
okay, yeah.
such
All right,
fucking-
it's a tease.
Oh, that was funny.
Anyways, though, he got he has tape of Joe Biden admitting that he owned the election, which I thought was kind of cool. And that it like he literally came out and said that he faked the election.
Welcome to Newsmax.
Oh, here we go.
If you know your party's extension, press 1 now.
I will be
For
able to
advertising,
use
press 2. For customer service, press 3.
Your call has been answered by a VIA IP office. Extension 7
What the
Eight,
hell does any of this
eight.
mean?
6 is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone.
Oh, wait, no,
When
it's
finished
Lucas
recording,
I know,
press pound for more options.
Talk to someone.
Record at the tone.
Shit.
Hey, this is Josh Delay. That's Dullea. My middle name is Timothy, Timothy. I did do 2 tours overseas in the Navy. And I am actually calling on behalf of the Going Hard podcast. We are a hard right, democracy-focused podcast that is looking to perhaps buy some advertising space during the Greg Kelly show that occurs on weekdays. I believe, was it from 6 to 7 p.m., somewhere around there. I'm a big fan, but I know that it depends on where you live, and I prefer to operate my whole life as if I'm operating from a VPN. I don't want people to know where I'm at, but our podcast is right up your guys' alley. We actually did have Miss Carano's cousin on earlier today, talking about how she was canceled by the Jew lib media, and by Disney Plus and those Jews over there. And so we got to the bottom of that with her cousin. So as you can tell, we do a lot of important work, just like Greg does. We're such big fans of Greg. We think he's handsome and retarded, and we would really just love to have some advertising space on his show. I think that he gets a lot of eyes. I think a lot of heavy set individuals watch the show, and I think that they would really like what we have to offer. Like again, this is the Going Hard podcast. I am Josh DeLay. And I know that you guys probably get a lot of offers for advertising where people want to, be on your show.
Maximum length recorded.
Fuck!
To re-record, press 1. To delete, press star D.
Wait.
If finished, press pound.
Just press pound. Or are you gonna leave another one?
We have to leave another.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this is Josh DeLay from the Going Hard podcast. We are a hard-hitting, right-wing, democracy-focused, globalist-denying podcast out of the liberal Mecca, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We fight so hard against our leaders here, and we really are fighting hard to try to get some advertising for our podcast. If you would like an example of kind of the things we do, we had Greg Gutfeld's cousin on the podcast 2 weeks ago, and he kind of parsed out the actual number of Jews that died in the Holocaust. So those are the types of things that we like to do on our podcast. We're very right-leaning. We don't like the liberal agenda. We don't like how biased they are. We're giant fans of Greg Kelly. We would love to get some advertising space, perhaps after the Tactical Glasses ad on the Greg Kelly show. That'd be great. And as you can tell, we watch the show. We love it. So if you get back to us, our email is goinghardpodcast. That's GOINGHARDPODCAST @gmail.com. I know Google, they're fucking globalists, but what are you gonna do? And if you're curious about if this is legitimate or not, because I'm sure you get lots of fake ones. My dad actually was head of public relations for Halliburton for a few years before he unfortunately died after he ratted on some. But that doesn't matter. But we do have a lot of money. I got a small grant from my dad. So that's
Maximum length recorded. To re-record, press 1. To delete, press star D. If finished, press pound.
Yeah.
To make
God
private,
damn it.
press
All right.
1.
First
To
one's
make
better.
priority,
First one was
press
good. I
2.
think the second one was
To
more
send,
believable, though.
press pound.
what pound?
We got
Thank you for leaving your message.
Yeah,
All right.
To act
I'm gonna die if they get back to us.
Oh, dude, that would be so. See, the problem with that is that they're probably going to get back during normal business hours when we're not live on the podcast. So,
Well, yeah, but I can always record.
can you
it.
record it on your phone?
Oh, I can always get over to the soundboard and record.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try to do it.
All right, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get some dude. Would it be great?
Get some airtime on.
First of all, I would
Newsmax just randomly.
I would actually like to know how much it is to get like a commercial on Newsmax.
It can't be much.
It's got to be about the lowest of any
Yeah.
news station, right?
Like $1,000 maybe.
Hey, dude, if it's $1,000,
Just save up $1,000.
I
to
mean,
get an ad on Newsmax.
I might just spend $1,000 and do
yeah.
it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, hopefully we get going on that.
For
How come
fuck's
there
sake.
aren't any like fun like alt left, like little shitty like channels? It's
Yeah,
always
right?
alt right. It could never be any like fun alt left.
Yeah, I know.
Like, why isn't there like a Black Lives Matter channel or something?
I feel like there has to be something like that. We probably just haven't looked hard enough. We'll get back to you folks on this one. We'll do
Okay.
some investigating.
Yeah, we'll let you know when the BLM station gets dropped.
Because if we can't find one, we're gonna be it.
I guess we are we
Yeah.
are the Black Lives Matter headquarters.
Fuck. We can't be saying shit like that.
We are Antifa.
For fuck's sake. Okay, let's get
We
into
mass
music.
produce Molotov cocktails in our basement.
Alrighty.
All right, time for music, huh?
Time for music.
Okay, it is.
Yeah, you're good.
Hello, my fellow Republicans. We're done with this dystopian Biden America. We're going to space with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Me and my guys, we're going to space. Gonna give up on this mixed human race. We're going back to the promised land in the sky. We're gonna make Jesus cry. We're coming home to our Father, our Savior. God will come into Saturn. I'll kiss your rings. I'll kiss everything. I won't give up. Come on, my brothers. Here we come. And when we get up there, you know we're gonna have fun. Up in space with my Republican brothers. Up in space without our mothers. Cause women are weak. And we don't need their weak bones. We're gonna be moving space rocks. Making space homes. Get out of Saturn, you old cranky bitch. Men are in charge in space. We run this shit. Come on, my brothers. Come on, let's feel the power. We're gonna go up there on Saturn. We're gonna build a settlement. And Donald Trump will be our president. All right, I think that's probably just gotta be it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, well.
Donald Trump is going to Saturn with his fucking shitty racist base. And they're going to build a settlement. But only after they curse their mothers to inherit the earth.
It's really a beautiful story that you just wrote for everybody.
I mean, look, man, it's apocalyptic, man. These are the Orwellian. This is the Orwellian times we're living in, bro. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast, guys. Honestly, if anyone does, it's amazing.
If you made it this far, holy fuck.
Yeah, we also we have a quarter of a hoagie left, so
this is for should we have a contest?
I think we should leave this hoagie on the table
for
all the podcasts.
First person to send us an email saying with the title hashtag Hoagie.
Yes, I'll send you the hoagie next day air.
You get it for free.
Yeah, next day. I'll next day air this hoagie to you.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thanks, guys.
Here is the song.
Hello, my fellow Republicans. We're done with this dystopian Biden America. We're going to space with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Me, my guys, we're going to space. Gonna give up on this mixed human race. We're going back to the promised land in the sky. We're gonna make Jesus cry. We're coming home to our Father, our Savior. God will come into Saturn. I'll kiss your wings. I'll kiss everything. I won't give up. Come on, my brothers. Here we come. And when we get up there, you know we're gonna have fun. Up in space with our Republican brothers. Up in space without our mothers. Cause women are weak. And we don't need their weak bones. We're gonna be moving space rocks. Making space homes. Get out of Saturn, you old cranky bitch. Men are in charge in space. We run this shit. Come on, my brothers. Come on, let's feel the power. We're gonna go up there on Saturn. And we're gonna build a settlement. And Donald Trump will be our president.